intimation. So next is observable. So this is called as an observable object. So observable object is example, if you are trying to hold a data, okay, that may change. So it is something we can consider as an event. So what happened if you are changing some kind of activity, then it will be changing, right? So like this, it will hold the data. Then later, according to the control and the behavior, the behavior will change. So the data will change here. And if you talk about the states, it is used in the class components. So it is used in the class components. And then if you talk about, and then if you see about the functional components, in functional components, so we have to use a React hook. Okay, so in a class component, you can directly use a state, but if it comes to the functional components, you need to use a hooks. By using a hooks only, you will be able to use a state. Okay, and then if the probs are set by the parent component, then the state is generally updated by the event handlers. Clear? So these are the some important points we can say for this state and props. And if I'm trying to update some value in the state, then how we can do this? So example syntax is, this is for updating purpose. This is for updating purpose. So I'll be giving like this dot set state. Okay. So this is not capital. This is small letter. Okay. So this dot state, using this only, you will be what you will do. You will be updating the values. How we can do it? Again, inside this, we'll be using some counter value. For example, something is going to update, then this is the value which is going to hold whatever the update we get. Okay. So here, this dot example, this dot state dot count plus example, if I'm adding probs dot. Okay. But this is, many developer may miswrite this. So the correct method to update the changes is, we can, this will be avoided. Then instead of this, we can do this dot set state. So here you can mention what is the previous state. Okay. What is the previous state and what is the probs here. So like this, you can mention later. You will be giving what is the value is going to update. So let's see in the example so that it will be more clear for you. Let me show the time is very less because 2:30 from our program management team, they'll be connecting. So before that, I will explain you some codes. I'll show you the output of the code. Drive. So let me show the example of React.js state. Okay. So here also the app.js file alone have been updated. It is very simple. You can see here we have used that state RJ, that is React.js state. So function is applied and the function name is counting. So here the constant is what is the initialization and what is going to be updated, that will be stored in set count. And the use state value has been added. And this concept we can say, if we are using a functional components, then the state will be applied using a hooks. So this concept is called as a hooks concept. Okay. So here what they have done, they have given simply a document.title and how many, this will displayed in the output, and here the value will be updated. This is a backtick. If you're using a backtick, then the value will be updated using a dollar symbol, right? So that they have mentioned. And inside the written statement, what is the number of clicks, and here we are using arrow function, so don't want to use a function name. So instead of directly, they have given the parenthesis and arrow mark, and then what is the set count? The set count, this is the updating value, so I'm using the same variable here. What is the initialization value is 0, so 0 will be considered here. 0 plus 1, 1 again, 1 plus 1, 2. So like this you will be getting a count. Let's see the output. This, let me change the directory. So this is a number of click. If I click on this click counting, then it is getting increased. Okay, this is using a functional components, that is state, but this concept will be called as a hooks concept. If you are using in the class component, that will be different. Okay, and one more example I want to showcase, that is for router, how we can route the page. So for router, let me show you. Okay. So what is router? Now, router is nothing but how we are doing it in the HTML. So HTML we will be calling it as a bookmark. Like example, if I have a, let me consider this box. Okay, in this box I have something home and contact and whatever work like this. Okay, so each and everything will be a different link like this. If I click on this home, I can view the home page, and if I suppose click on the contact, then I would have see the contact page, right? It goes on like this. The same way in the React.js, it is different because the concept is different. We need to create a component for each and every redirecting things. Okay, that concept, this bookmark will be call it as a router in React.js. Okay, so see here. Here we have created a pages folder under the source, and this is a app.js file. Here we'll be doing a main routing. Okay, the main routing will be handled here, and these are the redirecting pages. So in the app.js, I think, okay, in the app.js, these are the important things we need to add. Previously, we have added the components because we were doing a components over there. But here I'm going to routing. I'm going to do the routing. So what are the important elements needed for the router that I should mention it in the import link? Okay, so like browser router, link, route, and switches. And then next to that, what are the pages you have that you need to mention it here, like import home from under which particular folder, /pages folder, and which need to be selected like home.js file. Okay, like this for each and everything we need to mention. Again, here we have created app.js component, functional components. Here, while you are creating a router, the parent will be the browser router. And inside this, I'm giving a navigations, how it is going to be navigated. What are the things going to, we are going to view, that will be, we can see it in the navigation part and heading. So inside this, I have a one child element. Inside the switch only, I will mention what are the path it is going to go. So I will mention the path. So like what is the exact path it will be moving. And for this one, the browser router switches route, and the route will be used. Okay. So let's execute this page. For each and every application, again, you need to create a component for each and every things. Okay, that's how it has been designed. So let's check. So let me change the directory. So the directory name is cd webby. Let me reduce size. A simple, just designed a simple page like this. You can navigate that particular link using a React.js. Okay. And then I want to showcase your CRUD operation using a hooks. How we can run a CRUD operation. So let me get into the file. Okay, I think I have it in my old files. CRUD operation. Actually, this is a CRUD operation. Here it will be like a table and forms. Okay. So whatever we are updating, it gets updated using only the React.js concept. We didn't use anything, only React.js. Okay. So let's see. So in the app.js form, we can see how it has been. So first we need to initialize what are the data it is going to display. Okay. And then here we'll be using a that is hooks concept will be applied. So here we need to set the user. Okay, I'll show you. Sorry, I'll show you later in this add user form. Okay, how it has been implemented. So like this, just refer this code. You will understand how the work is going on, because I need to showcase the other two examples. Let me show you that as well. So in the form folder, we'll be creating a simple form, how it is going to be validated. And this is for adding the user. This is for editing the user. Okay, don't get complicated, but if you know the concepts, it will be very easy to work. So we already know how we can work on the props. So this is a props. Okay, user table. So let's see the output, how it is going to work. So what is the folder name? CD CRUD. Yes, Anu ma'am. Think someone have raised your hand. Anu Shirley. Do you have any questions? Okay, see here, this is a CRED app with hooks. If I try to add my name and the username, I'm giving as Radha Uma 21. Okay, like this, if I click on this ad, that my data will get added. And if I try to delete it, it will get deleted. And also, so for example, I'm adding EduNet Tech. I'm trying to add, because this is not a name or username. So what I'm do is I will just edit it and I can update the things. Let me give it a start. So click on this. You can see the data has been updated. Okay. And I just want to show you some two more examples for this React app. Let me open it. So that is for applications. Okay. So React projects. So I want to show you this counter app. So again, for counter app, I didn't create any folders, only this app.js, just for counting the incrementing and decrementing the value. But it has some CSS file has been imported. Let's see. What is this file folder name? CD counter. So it is to increment. So if I increment the value, it is incrementing. If I decrementing this value, it is decrementing. Okay. So just we need to think of which concepts we are going to use, whether we are going to use state. There are something called in a class, in a real time, we should tell the students either they can go with a class component with, like mounting, or they can go with the functional components with the hooks. So they can choose any one, because in the industry they will be asking using which functionalities you are going to create a page. So at the time they should clearly mention whether they are going to take functional components with the hooks, or else with the class component with a mount state. So both are similar, but you cannot do the same coding, but the concepts is differs, but output will be similar. Clear? I hope would have understood what I'm trying to say. And I will show you one more concept. So this is also the, you can see here they have used the functionals, and directly they are showing the output using in the, in the written itself, they are adding the flex and the flex direction, everything, instead of creating a separate file. We can also create a separate file, but in the coding, it is already been added in the React.js code itself, the app.js itself. If you want, you can also create a separate files for .css file. And last example I want to showcase. The last example is like quiz app. Again, if you see in this quiz app, here I need some two things. One is main quiz and the quiz data I need, and app.js file. So in the app.js file, it is simple. I didn't change, I didn't make any changes, but in the components app, I've created a class components inside. Here you can see I have used the component did component. This is what I'm trying to say. We can either go with class components with what is this? This one did update or component did mount, or else the students can go with functional components hooks concept. Both are same. Okay, so here they have created using a component did mount. Let's see how it's going to be. Let me run this code. So what is the folder name? CD quiz. So, for example, what is the capital? Let's give some answers. So it is saying like the game over, your final score is 2 points. Like this, you can create a quiz app also. These are the simple applications we can create using a React.js. I hope everyone is clear with this concept. What is React.js and what are the different things? Example, let me show it in the PPT itself. So these are the concept I have covered, like components as class and function, what is prop states and prop validation, page routing. Page routing in the sense I have showed you that portfolio, right? Home, contact, and the things. And using hooks, I mentioned the CRUD operation. So how we can perform the CRUD operation. And for application, we have done with the counter application and quiz app. And for this React connection and deployment, I will help you tomorrow, because in 2:30 So our program management team is going to connect with us. Okay. So they will help you with some important things. So as of now, do you have any question while they are connecting? So any questions from any faculties? Did you understand so what is React.js? Any queries like that? Feedbacks about this React.js? Did you understand? Just give thumbs up or yes or no in the chat box. Yes, Rajashekhar sir. Raised your hand. Okay, so no worries. If you have any questions also, just you can go through today regarding React.js. I will I also share you the link with some codes regarding this React.js. Then you can contact me tomorrow, or you can also put a message in the WhatsApp group. I can help you with that. Clear? Okay, thank you so much and everyone. So thank you, Sukumar sir. It's over to you, Atanu. Atanu, Satanu, are you there?
Atanu, if you are
Yes,
speaking, you are on
please
mute.
speak.
Yes. So,
Am I audible?
yes. Yes, you are
Yes.
now, Atanu. Perfectly.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Siddharth. Thank you, Uma. Good afternoon to all these respected faculty members who have joined. We really appreciate. Good afternoon. We really appreciate the time you have taken up for this FDP, and I'm sure I was going through the conversation in the WhatsApp group and the meeting chats, and I'm so happy that the kind of engagement that's going on in this faculty. I just joined in between, and then the plan is to discuss something very interesting, concept, and that we have merged along with this faculty development program. As you all know, this whole initiative of Tech-Saksham and the Tech-Saksham faculty development program is all about spreading out the knowledge of IO 4.0 and getting these implements. And this whole initiative is, the whole initiative is a joint venture for Microsoft and SAP, and this is an CSR initiative from both of them. And we, being a Donate Foundation, implementing the whole concept. Uh, so, this is a much more bigger engagement, and how this FDP is different from others that probably we'll come to know in next few minutes or so. Uh, the whole concept does not end over here. Oh, my voice is breaking. Is it for everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Atanu. Now it's bringing, it's shaking from last 10 seconds.
Oh, maybe that's because of the network fluctuation that we are having due to some poor weather condition. But whenever you feel that I'm not audible, do let me know. I'll repeat the whole thing, right? Yeah, I can see Sukumar sir wants to say something. Sir, are you saying something? Sir, I can see you have unmuted yourself. Okay, great. Thank you. Yes. So what I was saying that, why this faculty development program is different from others is that this whole concept does not end over here that you completed 5 days FDP and then get certificate and move on. No, here is an important aspect that how we can, you know, cascade this knowledge to your student in your classrooms, right? For that, what we have developed a solution that called, it's a very unique and innovative solution that we call Tech-Saksham LMS. Here, we are providing an option to the students of your college, your institute, mm, who can log in into and access some of the self studies, very interesting self studies, which are very, very interactive also. And then they can get certificate and placement opportunities. So the whole concept we call as a cascade, right? So it's cascading the knowledge to one person to another person. So we'll discuss little bit about this, and in a very short period of time, that how this LMS would look like for students, and how and what benefits that students are going to get. So is it okay with everybody? Can I share my screen and uh, show you the features of LMS? Yes, no, maybe thumbs up will help me to understand that I am audible and all of you are with me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Great. So let me share my screen, and I'll show you that what all are there in this Tech-Saksham LMS for the students, and how to access that, and as a faculty member, what are your roles and all, right? So let me understand, all of you are using LMS. I mean, have you completed your baseline through logging in into LMS platform? Yes, no, maybe. How many of you have completed your baselines, or maybe logged in into LMS? Okay, thank you, Punit sir.
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
I did
you.
it.
Yeah, great. So all of you must have some experience related to LMS. That whole concept is almost same for the student, but the persona looks a bit different. So that is what we will be going to know. So I'll share my screen. Yeah. So we'll go to the technicality little bit later. Hope my screen is visible to all of you. Siddharth, Uma, can you please confirm once?
Now it is. Now it is.
Yeah, it is
Thank
visible.
you. Thank you. So, sir, you can see that this is going to be the student's persona. I'll start from the beginning, from where to start. And as this is the platform, this is for everybody, for faculty members, for students, for everyone. Students or faculty member need to log in, as you must have done using your email ID and other details. So I'll be taking a testing account for the demo purpose. Like as you can see, there are dashboard course FAQs. So in the dashboard, if we click, you can see all the courses are there. There are approx more than 9 courses. We are keep adding on the relevant courses as and when it is getting updated. So all these courses can be visible by the student, and student can access any one or all of the courses. There is no such restriction. The first benefit of this portal is there is no restriction of selecting any course. And all of the courses are, aligned with Industry 4.0 technologies, which is artificial intelligence, cloud computing, full stack web development. Student can choose their preferences, their interests. So how do they how they will complete, and how the process moves on, that I'll let you know. So let's say I wanted to complete this artificial intelligence course. I'll click on the view button and the whole study material will pop up to me. There is basic difference of this study material that here we have provided and the study material that you might have got, right? So in the module one, we can see the chapters. While clicking on the chapters, the modules and the details will open up. And this is a very interactive study material of an audio video content that has been put in. Student can continue reading one by one, slide by slide, right? So in this manner, they can complete the entire course and they can appear for the assessment. Once they have submitted the final assessment, then they will be eligible for the certification. So these courses are, self-study content, student log in, complete, get the certificate, and these are of 4 to 5 hours of courses, depending on the course that student is selecting. And once the course is completed, then they can download their certificate from here. It's all automated. Like you can see, this is a course that student has not completed, 0%. If I click on download certificate, there is a pop-up that is coming up. Please complete your score 100% to get the certificate. Here, this course has been completed. I have 4.0. I can download the certificate and the certificate will be getting downloaded. You can see the certificate has been downloaded. So this is typically student name will be there and there will be Microsoft and SAP validated certificate, their name, course name, and their other things will be there. So this is the platform that we have created. But yes, the last feature of this platform is that once a student complete a course, once a student completed the course, there will be a button called apply jobs. After FAQs in the left black panel, there will be a button called apply job. So our dedicated placement department is working to bring out the best jobs and internship opportunity for the students. So what will happen, we will be posting all of those jobs and internship opportunities over there. Students who complete minimum one course will get this button activated. And then they can see all these jobs which are available. I'll show you how that looks like, don't worry. So, and then basis on their interest of the profile, organization, salary, location, they can apply that particular job. Once a student apply from this platform, we receive the application, we connect with the student, and then interview process goes on and the other processes follows on. So now I'll take a pause over here. I mean, if I ask that what all benefits this Tech-Saksham LMS is providing to the student, so what could be 1, 2, 3 benefits? Any answer? You can write on the chat. You can unmute yourself and share. The first benefit. What could be the students' benefit using this Tech-Saksham LMS self-study module? The first benefit, what can it be? Anybody can share by unmuting yourself. Anything that comes to your mind. Okay, never mind. The first one is students are getting knowledge. Yeah, able to learn emerging areas in industry. Thank you. Somebody wrote Okay. Thank you, Rasika sir. Hands-on knowledge? Yes. Thank you, Ankita ma'am. Okay. Second one is like students are getting a certificate validated by Microsoft and SAP, which is itself, yes, Bhagyasri ma'am, open source. Thank you. So this is basically knowledge, hands-on, practical knowledge, latest technology will be industry ready. Great. They will also get a certificate which itself carries a value. And last but not least, they will get an opportunity for placement. These are the three benefit that students are going to get from this Tech-Saksham LMS, which we have created for the students to pursue this course. Any question till now from anyone that how did it work, what to be done, and how things will be move on and so on? Any question? I'll be happy to answer. If yes, yes, thank you. Uh, help the students enrich. RK Sharma sir, I think you are driving while taking the session, so please have a safe drive. Yeah, and do focus on driving. Yes, we can see your video answer. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, Rajsekhar sir, thank you. Help the student to enrich their resume. So this is all about this Tech-Saksham LMS, where students are getting this enriched knowledge, certificate, and placement opportunity as well as. So being a faculty member, what we expect uh, a little help from your side is that please pass on to this information to the students, and I'll tell you the whole process what happened. I'll be sharing a link with all of you. You can share that link to students, and that's basically a LMS interest form, and that's a Google form. So whomsoever student who fills that particular form and we receive the responses, we create their credentials, login credential, and we reach out to you to conduct an orientation with them. And that orientation is primarily about, how to use the platform, a little bit of technicals that how you can change the password, how this apply job button will activate, how you can download certificates, and so on. So on that orientation session, we conduct with the students and describe the features of LMS. And then the students log in and complete their course. And on that orientation itself, we help them to log in and we help them to enroll into the course and all other things. And then they can continue doing the whole process and they will be in that whole cycle. So being a truly inspiration for students, what we request all of you is to please pass on this information to your students, and there is no restriction. Any student, any branch, any year can log into LMS and complete this course. So there is no such restriction that only CS students can do or IT can do. If students are interested, they can log in and get the knowledge and get the certification and jobs. So it is my humble request that you pass on this information to each and every students of your college, and get maximum number of interest from the student that they would feel. And then we'll be creating the login credential, reach out to you and conduct an orientation with all the students, and they will keep going. After that, once the orientation is done, we will be furnishing some reports that how many students are doing, how many of them have completed and all these things, right? So this is the process that you can help your students with this upskilling process and this interesting Tech-Saksham LMS. Yes. Rajsekhar sir, you wanted to say how many hours each course is designed. Can you use this for our curriculum teaching? Sir, these courses are designed depending on the courses and modules. I mean, on the max, it will be 2 to 3 hours on the max, 2 to 3 hours, including the assessment and all. And there are some courses which are of like 25 hours as well. So it will completely depend that what course students is pursuing. But bare minimum is something maximum of the courses. Average, if I say, it's 2 to 3 hours. Second, can we use this for mm, curriculum teaching? Sir, I don't think this will be much useful for curriculum teaching because the topics and the content which are there, you can obviously, I mean, train students on those particular topics, but those are all self-explanatory and audio video mode. So I think student can learn that by themselves. But in case if you find that any of the topic which is linked with any of your session, any of your regular session, you wanted to, talk about it, you can, but then again, you have to log in from a student perspective and all, because this persona or module is for students and faculty persona is be different. I hope you can able to identify the differences. Yes. Any question from anyone? Any further question? Okay, I am assuming there is no question. Great. Uh, so now I am sharing that Google Form link with all of you that called Tech-Saksham LMS interest form, and you can circulate it to all of your students, everyone in your college, and anyone can opt out this facility of self-study. And as I said, this is entirely free of cost. There is no monetary transaction involved. It's only for the students who can, only just for the purpose of an great, great knowledge sharing platform it is. There is no fees, nothing. Yes, we will share this in WhatsApp group as well as, but we just wanted to orient all of you related to this platform and benefits so that you can reach out to the students. So now, as you have understand the whole concept, as you have understand that, how this can be beneficial for students. So our earnest request is that please take this initiative to your student, explain them and ask them to fill this registration LMS interest form as much as possible. There is no restriction of gender, there is no restriction of streams, there is no restrictions of years, there is no restrictions of
Atanu?
yes.
Yes, actually,
So,
one of the faculty is asking, you provided the link, right? So while
yeah.
they're opening, there is no assessment and the details are not there.
Which
So it is
one?
only accessible for the students, right? It's just a
No,
reference
this is
link.
a Google. this is a Google form, right? This is a Google form. Student need to fill this Google form. This is capturing their little bits of detail of name, email ID, and all these things which we require to create the login credentials. That's it. This is just a Google form and student need to fill this form. Is it clear to all of you? The form link that I have shared is a Google form, and just students need to fill this out, and they just need to fill some of their details of name, contact number, and email IDs and all, so that we can create their credential and we can send the relevant login details to you and the students, and then they can log in. That's it. Yeah. Is there any other question from anyone? Yes. We will be sharing this link in over email, in the WhatsApp, and as in the in the team we have already sent it. We'll send it across. Don't worry. We'll be sending it in WhatsApp as well as we'll be sending over email, and we will be. But here our purpose is just to explain you about this feature, because sometime what now we'll be sending the details and other things, then you can correlate that what we are talking about. Thank you. So any other question related to this Tech-Saksham LMS or uh, this whole initiative for the students that we have taken up? Any other question? Okay, no answer means that there is no question. That's okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. And we'll be sharing these links and other things in WhatsApp group as well as and over email. Don't worry. Please stay tuned in. And uh, it is earnest request to all of you that please pass on this information to the students and about this whole initiative of Tech-Saksham, which has been taken up by Microsoft and SAP. And thank you, and we wish you all the best for your upcoming assessments and other activities that's remaining for this particular faculty development program. Okay, you are not getting study material program, Ankita ma'am. Okay, ma'am, you have to write your email ID, please, or so that we can check it from back end. Thank you. Ma'am, over to you. In case if there is any other thing that I can support you.
Yes, yes, I'm texting
Thank
him.
you. Yeah. Ankita ma'am, I can see this email ID. We have already reached out to development team and they are working on it. We'll be updating you over WhatsApp as soon as this got solved. Yeah. I can see this email ID has already been taken up for necessary action that's need to be taken. Thank you. Yes, Uma ma'am,
Yes,
over to
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, sir, for explaining the things. Thank you. Can we take a photo now and then I will just share you the assessment, fourth assessment. Thank you, sir. Sharma, sir. Everyone, please, can you please turn on the camera?
Thank you, sir. I can see that you have reached your destination safely. That's wonderful. Yeah. So Uma ma'am, please tell us once you are ready so that we'll smile.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we can smile now.
Sometimes it happens that once the group photo has been taken now, then we identify,
And we
oh,
can
I
also
was
show
looking here
thumbs
and
up
there.
also.
Yeah,
We can
sure,
show
why
thumbs
not?
up here.
We can say paneer also.
Yes.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
Yeah, done. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes. I just want to inform you, faculties, I'm sharing the project. Please complete it. And from tomorrow, we'll be starting with topics called design thinking and then cloud computing and pedagogical tools. That's it. So we are going to end, and on the last day, every faculties have to complete the final assessment that is mandatory. So I already provided the certification criteria also, a baseline assessment and the final assessment. The attendance link also I have shared it in the chat box. Let me put it again. Please give the attendance. So attendance should be a 70 percentage. Okay. And for the GitHub link, so I'll be sharing it by tomorrow. Is there any doubts you have? You can ask me now. Rajashekhar sir, you're not getting study materials. You have shared me. Okay. Okay, let me check with the LMS team so they will let you. Okay. By tomorrow, we'll let you know the update of this. They are working on it, so just wait. So no questions. And some of them have asked regarding the Java codes, right? So Siddharth sir shared me, and also I put it in the WhatsApp group. You can have a look on it. Okay. That's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. Every faculties, thank you so much. And have a happy day. Bye. Thank
Thank
you
you,
Yeah.
all.
everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Take it.